What's going on, y'all, everybody? I'm here with another video. I actually got a book recommendation this time, so this will be very quick. This, I'm in the beginning stages of it. It's called UOU by Dr. Eric Thomas. I mean, I don't really call Eric Thomas. I don't really call him Dr. Eric Thomas, but he does have his PhD and everything like that. But anyway, this is so far, man. I mean, it's called UOU. It's about you owing it to yourself to succeed. You owing it to yourself to conquer, to keep going. Everything you've been through it shouldn't go to waste. You get a reward for what you've been going through. You owe it to yourself, and no one else owes you. That's a big point he makes. Also, just hearing him talk about the book, from going from a mentality of being a victim in the world and everything happening to you to a victor, where you take that and keep going. Take that and use that to your advantage, to grow, to persevere, to push through. And like I said, I'm in the beginning, but so far just talking about where he came from, his early stages of life, being born in Chicago, raised in Detroit, Michigan, at about, man, I mean, he mentioned that he had left home a couple times around the age 12, 13, so like that, but he permanently, I think, around 16 or something like that, was homeless. Ran away from home, finding out that the dude who was in his life, you know, being his father, wasn't really his real father, and that it was someone else that was a friend of the family he thought, who ended up being his father. He was just being, you know, talking about, you know, being mad at his mom, angry with her, deciding to leave, and just after that looking at everybody like they were the reason. Everybody was at fault. Everybody did this to me. Everybody did that. It's you're the reason I'm in this state of mind. You're the reason why I'm in this state of life. And he ended up being homeless after that, eating out of trash cans, all kind of crazy stuff that he went through, going from house to house, abandoned buildings, living in abandoned buildings. And now, I mean, this book is on the sorry about that, New York Times bestseller list, and he's known as one of the top motivational speakers in the world. He lives right here in Michigan. Well, this is where he's mainly. I would say mainly at something. Anyway, I know he's from around here, and yeah, check it out. You owe it to yourself to succeed. He's got Michael B. Jordan. Got some comments about it. Chris Paul, NBA player Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. Heavy, man, heavy. I actually, matter of fact, what I was just reading, like I said, I'm in the early stages of it, but something that stuck out to me was talking about, man, like feelings. And I'm just gonna go over this. It's not exactly what I'm gonna dig into, like this is just a book recommendation, but this part right here where a lot of people get caught up with, and like I said, it helped me. Let me see. So he's talking about, he actually deals with a lot of NBA and NFL players, different corporations, mentoring people. He's also a pastor, got a church here in Grand Ledge, Michigan. And so, talking about feelings, the victim in you makes you get into your feelings as opposed to your brain. Okay, and it was talking about just different NBA players feeling like their parents weren't in their life as helpful, you know, things like that, wasn't as supportive. And he just kind of stepped back and was like, okay, well, you know, take some things into consideration. A lot of times they would say it's because they didn't come to games or practices and stuff like that. Okay, well, wow. And he would just kind of say, okay, why didn't they come to the games? Why? Where were you? Where was your dad? Where was your mom? What was going on? Oh, a lot of times they were at work. Oh, they were working. Okay, well, okay, take it into perspective. How would you afford the shoes and stuff you were affording, and the different this and that, and being able to go here? Who supported that? Who paid for that? And so just kind of looking at it differently and saying it's not that they're not supporting me, it's just that they were supporting another area. They were there for you, it's just in a different way. And instead of looking at it like they didn't have any love for you, it's just that, no, they showed love for you, but they had to put food on the table. It's just a different perspective of it. And so he's just kind of like, the victim in you makes you get into your feelings as opposed to your brain. Feelings are valid, but it's not evidence. And then he talks about working with a UFC fighter, Macy Barber, I believe, and just kind of going into that, you know, talking about how her dad didn't support what she was doing, didn't feel like it was safe for her, and she felt like he was kind of against her in a way. And it was just kind of like, hey, it's not that. He just, as a father, felt kind of concerned, and he should be okay to voice his opinion on that, but it doesn't mean he doesn't love you or support you. That's what's his point. But again, I just talked about the feelings part where it's valid, but it's not evidence, and it's just something to help you take something into perspective. Like, just because you don't feel like doing this or you don't feel like doing that, or or you feel like this way about a person, you may really feel that way, but it's not evidence that the person don't care about you. It's not evidence that a situation is what it feels like it is. And what I'm just gonna narrow it down to, in this point at least, is you know, you may not, talking about succeeding or to yourself to succeed, you may not feel like doing a lot of things that this would require, but feelings aren't evidence. It's not something that you want to hold on to. We used to talk about this at Bible study. Just because you don't feel like it doesn't mean anything. You push past the feelings. You decide to do it because you want to win, you want to grow, you want to succeed. That stuff's going to require consistency. It's going to require you to push past some hardships, some challenges. You go to the gym, you can't expect not to get any kind of opposition and grow. You want to grow, you want the benefits of success, but you don't want the opposition that is going to bring the success. It's going to help you grow. All this stuff God set in place, and everything he uses for a purpose so you can grow. It's all for your glory. Nothing, all for his glory. Nothing will be of waste, but you owe you. And I'll end it on this again. His big point is, or one of them I should say, nobody else owes you. Don't play the victim. Decide to just take ownership and go at it. Even if so-and-so was wrong or whatever, decide to say, you know what, I'm just gonna push past that. I'm gonna decide to make better decisions day by day, just one day at a time. Seriously, one day at a time. And you'll take off. But I recommend this again. If you have it already, I mean, hey, put it in the comments. Let me know what you think about it or how it's helped you. If not, look at it. Get a look at a preview, or at least look up Eric Thomas. Just kind of see what people are saying about the book, or find out who he is. And I mean, he's helped me a lot since, freshman in high school. But the big thing is applying what you learn. But be encouraged, be strengthened. Hope this helped. Matter of fact, I'm sure it'll help whoever it is that's hungry enough for it. Y'all be blessed, stay encouraged, and keep going. Don't give up. Don't quit.